fucking. It's all I ever seem to find in my heart lately. I'm starting to think that no one can save me. The darkness inside of my heart's not changing. I can see by the look on your face you hate me. I'm on that love suicide shit, superhero, no sidekick. Wanna see dead inside, just look me in my eyes, bitch.
What are you pointing at?
Look what the cat dragged in. It's Jake.
I was like, wait, what happened?
There's something behind you, both of you. Look.
What happened? What is it?
Yeah, they're going to be looking. I do that sometimes too. It's usually my goddamn cat. Watch your ass.
Guys, that's
Well,
an
welcome.
intro.
You like that?
Yeah, like that was awesome. That's great.
I like that a lot. That's good.
Very
We're
proud.
rebranding. We'll figure it out. But that's the old
We're
one.
doing some new stuff.
We're in
but
between
that's the
intros.
one- That's what we're doing right now.
Good intros. I
Our
like
IT department, Clark, is making it happen. So.
You know, it's great meeting Clark kind of at the top of this, just to know that there's a Clark. I feel reassured and, you know, kind of, I don't know, like
You
in the
know,
cradle of his hands with as we go, you know?
Yeah, he's just
Right? He's got it.
He's got it.
Most days I just come in here and run it myself, but today is not. This is obviously not my day since I'm sitting here doing this. Like,
That might
This
almost sounds better. than
doesn't
your
like
other
me right now.
Oh, that's cool. When it works, you know.
Yeah, when it works. Well,
Yeah.
I noticed it's overloading my USB drive is what it's telling me. That the USB drive doesn't have enough power for it.
Fair enough.
And then I noticed that something chewed on it while I was away. So
There's that.
yeah,
Also that.
probably got something to do with it.
Yeah.
You do have pets?
Yes. Oh, yes. I have a small zoo.
The cord just got gnawed on by something.
I'm saying it's like, you know, that's a secondary problem as well.
Right.
I don't have any pets here.
If there's no pets, I don't know what happened. It might have been the child.
ghost teeth.
It could happen. You never
That's
know.
hilarious.
Okay. It would appear as though I maybe did not figure out Twitter because it says we're live on Twitter, but we're not live on Twitter. So
That's fine.
we are
on
live
Facebook.
everywhere else. We're on
Facebook
Twitch.
first. Are we on Twitch right now?
Yeah, we're on Twitch right now.
If you guys are tuning in from Twitch, this is our first time with you. Not our first time doing this. Trust me, it's a train wreck all across the board. However, welcome, Twitch people.
Always like
Nice.
this.
Say
I
hi
don't think
to
I've ever
Jody.
been on a Twitch stream. So I'm excited.
There
Me
you go.
neither. We're all doing this together, guys. That's
Hell yeah.
cool. So
First time for everything.
join in the comments.
got
You know how
this.
it works. Start talking shit. It's fine. We're here. We're here for you. Whatever you want. JD is one hell of a singer-songwriter. He's open for Coldplay, Train, Sister Hazel. The list goes on. He did stuff with Nicholas Sparks, the writer behind Walk to Remember in the Notebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So, you know, no big deal. I mean, he's
Nice.
all right. He's
No, thanks. man.
yeah. That's my
That
glowing.
sounds more
He's just-
impressive than it was at the time. You know, side stage gigs and stuff like that. But it was fun nonetheless.
When
I
we,
mean, you're still there.
yeah, you're still
So
there.
I was like, you
counts.
know, I could see them, you know, at a distance and stuff. So I guess that counts.
Never met them, but you know, I was on the bill.
we were in the same place. It's cool.
That's awesome. It's almost as awesome as that story you told the first time we talked about opening for a metal band.
Oh yeah, man. That was a couple of those kind of like nightmare scenarios where like I just didn't. It was definitely the wrong call. You know, like someone along the way listened to the music. You know, but
Just get them. It's fine. Okay.
yeah. But you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So here we
That's
are.
true.
You know?
That's what they say. Here you
Feeling-
are.
Feeling invincible now. You know.
Yeah, you're basically bulletproof, man. Bulletproof. So how has everything been going? I know you had your baby boy back in November?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that with the Rona running rampant at that point?
Yeah, man. It was. I feel like I'm on the weirdly extra nervous side of the spectrum on that stuff. So I was always like a little throughout the whole thing. I was a little extra weird about it, I think. But it actually went well. They had some coronavirus cases like on different floors than we were on, and but it was relatively secure and contained. So that part, the birth was okay. And it was just weird. Like no one could be there. It was just the two of us the whole time and that kind of thing. But man, it's been good. I forgot I think very conveniently you forget that like first like 5 months, 6 months of having a new little one, because it's like a evolutionary step in our brain systems that we can't remember how bad.
Yeah.
It's like
I think it's a really good idea.
We would
to do it
definitely
again.
not be here if you could remember that every time.
Totally. Because now we're kind of in it now. I have a 4-year-old and now we got a 4-month-old and or he's 5 months now, I should say. And yeah, like now I'm remembering, like, you're up, it's like 3 a.m. and you surprise yourself with how much you can pull off just waking up, and going. But we're kind of in all of that right now. So survival mode,
God bless you. That's crazy. I don't miss those days.
Yeah.
My first two were like 9.5 years apart, and then my second two were 4 years apart. And the difference there, like, my first two, they get along great.
Yeah.
There's no problem. He helped out with her. Like, it was awesome. Yeah. These two just try to kill each other every day. And it's like,
that's where I'm at right now.
And they're at, my youngest one just turned 5 and then my daughter will be 9 next month. And they're just at this thing where they just constantly, like, it's like an MMA fight every day. And I'm like,
that's not
somebody will start crying. Like, they can quit when they start crying. They'll figure it out eventually. But because at first I would be like, no, don't do it. And finally I went, nah, they're fine.
Just do it.
They'll be okay.
That's I don't like that gap is the same we're looking at here. So I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that.
Are they like, is it a boy and a girl or two boys or boy and a girl?
Girl's older.
Good luck.
So
have fun.
9-year gap sounds awesome, but I could see how like you get a lot of some. The older one was a boy, and that's it. Yeah. So you could like be changing diapers almost at that point, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't do that, but if I needed to like run to the gas station 2 blocks away, I could be like, "Can you watch your sister for a minute?" And it was like, "Yeah, I got this," and
nice.
So that was no problem. But I didn't have to haul the baby everywhere, especially like once it got cold. So that was cool. But these two are just like, I don't know. This is a whole new world.
Yeah.
It's impressive how rough they can be, isn't it? It's like you just see stuff sometimes. You're like, holy shit, like that's nuts. Why would you do that?
Dude, I've seen Ellie, our 4-year-old, like take some serious spills like off of the side of couches into tables and stuff. On her own, by the way, just doing her own thing, whatever. But yeah, it's amazing. They just get right back up, and you'll find out when they're 18 what went wrong, I guess. But
I guess
what developmental changes happened.
I broke my collarbone. Yeah. Oh. I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, that was the time. No, I thought so. I thought so. You said you were fine.
I thought something was wrong.
I was skeptical.
That's like my daughter was. She was jumping on her older brother's bed one day, and he had one of those platform beds, and the edges were like, they weren't sharp, but she tried to jump on his back, and he had turned around, so he didn't catch her. He had no idea she was coming, and she just slid right down him and hit her head on the edge of the bed. So she's crying, and I give her a hug, and I'm like, "You okay?" And she's like, "I think so." And then I realize my hand's wet, and I pull my hand back, and it's just blood everywhere. And I'm like, "No, you're not. Okay, let's go. Get in the car. We're going to the hospital." Like we get all kinds of injuries here. It happens all the time.
Yeah. The worst one I've seen with my kid when he was like, "Who's that?"
Okay, if you're watching from the bunker group, you're going to have to tell us your name because for some reason StreamYard doesn't give it to us. So if you're in the bunker group and you're watching, which we love that you're here, StreamYard just is weird like that.
They're silly.
Yeah.
That's fine.
If you watch it from the main podcast page, we can see your name. But if you're in the group, we're experimenting right now. So we'll see how this goes.
This is our first time.
It's Jennifer.
Jennifer from across the street.
There's Jennifer, and then it's Brian. Brian's the one that said something about
Jennifer
Wendell.
and Brian. Okay, Brian. Yeah, that's good. That's all good, man. No, his dog came across the street the other night and just scared the crap out of my kid. That's fine. He's fine. He's nervous around dogs, so that's all. But he was fine. No, that was a sweet dog too. I like that. Nice dog. That's all good. Wendell. I like that name, like Wendell Clark, the hockey player. Right? Cool. I like that. That's good. But the worst injury I've seen so far was my son dancing. He was dancing. I'm just busting a groove in the bathroom, and he like turned around and he like knocked the toilet paper roll holder off and like fell into it and like cut his eye. It's like bleeding out. I was like, holy fuck, dude! Like that's insane. You know, we had to go to the hospital for that one to get it stitched up, but that was
like right behind his eye,
like right beside, like damn near. If he would have been like another inch, like it was crazy. I was looking at it because I was like, you know, now when kids get hurt, you're thinking like, fuck, how bad is it? Do I have to go to the hospital for this? And I just like, and I'm looking at his eye, and I'm 50-50, and I'm usually like, he's fine, don't worry about it. But like this time, I was like, fuck, there's some meat coming out of there. Like, we'll have
that seems like go get that looked at.
We'll take that
like,
one.
I feel like 50-50 is like, go, you know?
Right? It's like 50-50. It's like, well, we better go. He was a champ. He got they put the super glue on. Like, we didn't stitch him. Like, okay, that's fine. But he was good.
Nice.
That's good. But that's just the joys of parenthood. Wait till they start conspiring against you, JD, and you won't be able to do anything. That's it.
Yeah, when they get along and they team up,
it's fine. It's perfect. when they get along, which thankfully they never will. So you'll always have one in your good books.
You'll get like that 1 hour every couple of weeks where they're like, "Hey, let's go. Let's do this to mom," or and it's like,
Mine specifically wait until it's usually time to do this at like 9. So I'm thinking I'm going to flip the script on little buggers. So we have to make it like an hour earlier. If I do it earlier, then it doesn't screw up your bedtime, and you can we'll have the fight after instead of during.
That's a good plan.
Type thing. So we'll talk about it. That's bunker business. We'll see. That would make it earlier for our dear friend Jane in Sweden. Sorry, Jane. We're probably going an hour earlier, buddy. It'll be 4 a.m. for you instead of 5. Sorry about that. But welcome, of course.
Joe,
are we making you nervous yet? He's over here like, I should not have done this.
JD knows. I've talked to JD a couple times.
I love this stuff. No, I'm excited to be here. I'm ready to go. I don't have anything planned. So
no, me neither. Hey, who
does? For where it goes. Hopefully.
If you guys have any questions you need legal aid with, talk to JD. He's pretty much my lawyer.
I'm an unlicensed.
He's an unlicensed. Be careful with this
from the group. Anything you guys need to know about contracts, property lines, wills, I can do it all. So
wills, excellent. It's good to know.
Yeah. Oh, we got some bad injury talk over here in the comments.
Bad injuries. Top 2 would have to be Trevor Bell ripped his calf. Just 1.5 inches deep. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Yikes.
And snapped his leg below his knee and the bone ripped through. Oof. That's what they call a compound fracture.
That was Brian again.
Damn. All right, Brian, word up, dude. That's cool. Brian lives across the street from me. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. That's nuts. Compound fracture is no joke. That's fucked. Eek. That's the worst shit. Yeah, I couldn't. Just the sensation. Imagine. Right. I'd pass it.
Yeah, if I looked down and saw my bone sticking out, I'd just be like,
well,
good night.
The idea of that snap is everything.
The sound.
Yeah. Oh, God. I popped my elbow joint, like not in any like super dangerous way. It's still, I'm thinking about it right now. It's a problem, It's like months ago, it just had like a pop, and I was like, oh. And now it's like a part of my psyche. So can't imagine whatever this pool refund went through. Brian.
Damn it.
Graphic, Brian.
I mean, that's a good description.
It actually sounds pretty accurate.
But if you imagine it's just a carrot, not a human bone, it's fine. Just pretend it was a carrot breaking and it was fine. The
You know,
carrot
man,
was
at the end of
fine.
the day, at the end of the day, we're all just carrots. You know,
Just carrots. It's not bones, it's carrots.
Dang.
Please go away.
So what have you been up to music wise, man? I know you've been doing your Sunday tunes, Sunday songs.
Thanks for the love on those. I appreciate you sharing those.
Oh, okay. Here's what I'll say about them. If you go to JD Eicher's YouTube, he's got great acoustic. You'll sit on your couch, you'll play a cover of whatever tune. Sometimes you play your own tunes. But here's two things I'd like to note. I don't like the Killers. And I don't like Coldplay, but I liked the way you did them. So there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Those are both.
I
You're right.
appreciate
They're both
you.
really polarizing. In fact, I have gotten some pushback on those choices for sure. Handle that.
they're kind of like, fuck you. That's Coldplay. You can't touch that song. Coldplay forever.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's usually it's either somebody who like couldn't imagine or process the idea of someone else doing it, and it's like I don't do a cover song to beat the original. Like I'm not. I do it because I love. You know, I do legitimately like that song. You know, so I'm like I just want to like I feel like good songs should be played. You know.
Wait,
But,
which Coldplay song was it?
The Scientist. So
Oh, I like that
they're
song.
old.
There you go.
Yeah. Back before they started angering everyone with their pop stuff. You know.
See, like the first couple of Coldplay albums, I was really, really into, and then after that, I kind of started going, "What are we doing here?" Like,
There you go. That's what you're talking about. The anger that JD was talking about.
like I wasn't really, and every now and then, I'm still like, "Oh, that's not bad," but for the most part, I'm like, I really miss like the old. Like, I just thought they were so good when they first came out, and now I'm kind of like, they sound just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Nick.
Good morning, Nick. Germany, Sweden.
What's up, Nick?
We got
Saskatchewan,
everybody
we're
here.
What's up, guys? You guys. We love you, bunker people. God damn it. You always show up. I wonder where the Twitch people are. All you morons on Twitch, get in here. I'll start shit talking you. Just
We may
kidding, you're
need to,
fine.
like,
You'll
I
have
don't
to
know,
learn to get me. I'm a very sarcastic person.
It'll probably be a little while before we really get people hopping in from Twitch, but
So,
they'll
I'm
be
not going
coming.
to turn away from my rave channel I'm watching right now. I'm having a rave by myself. It's crazy. Wild, but we love it. That's fine.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
They'll come on eventually.
So how do you pick it? You just get a song that you like, you stuck in your head, and you're like, I'm going to learn how to play that song.
Yeah.
Or do you just?
Or yeah. Somebody's asking me that the other day, like, because it's like I like some songs that I know I'm never going to cover more than some of the songs that I cover. You know, like I think there's like a Venn diagram of like, do I like it? Does it work like, you know, with a guitar, and then like, would I want to do it? You know what I mean? Like, would I want to, and there's sometimes it's kind of odd choices that pop up, but let's see, yeah, Matt, amen.
Absolutely.
That's it right there. Yeah, I always think it was like a hat tip or something to the.
Yeah, you're not like,
Yeah,
you know
for
what? I
sure.
hate this song. I bet I can do better. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's something. But there are definitely some folks out there that seem to feel that way. So I'm always trying to come in gently, like, I hope you enjoyed this specific version of, you know, like, it's not the same, but no, it's fun doing that. I'm like, it's right next door to where I'm sitting is this couch. I just sit down and pick a tune, and it's been keeping me busy during you know, the dead time of COVID. Just kind of recording other stuff and, you know, trying to be productive, you know. But man, I think like everybody, it's like, I think we're all just kind of worn out on this routine, you know.
Yeah.
I'm getting fucking tired of it.
Yeah. But how is it in old Canada? You guys?
It depends where. Like, I think Ontario's pretty bad. They were like full lockdown for a while. Again, that's like the third fucking time they've gone full lockdown, stay-at-home orders and all that. And they were actually having I think at one point they were saying something about having the cops like asking you where the fuck you're going type thing if you're out and about.
Wow.
So that's insane. I think a lot of cops said they weren't going to do that, but I don't know. They talked about it. I don't know if they ever did. It doesn't matter. You could never put cops on borders in this country because there's so many. It's too big. There's no fucking way. But yeah, up here, it was bad for a while in the city in particular. Like, I think in the city is still pretty bad, but I don't know, man. I honestly try not to fucking spend too much time on the news anymore. All I'm watching for is when I can get my fucking shot. And
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'll get it. That's fine. And we're booked actually. my wife booked us, or she pre-booked us last night, saying
cool.
like, "Hey, when shit comes available, we're in." And then they sent us a text message today, like, "You can book now." It's like, holy fuck! All right, so next weekend I get the 5G capability. I'm gonna have dope Wi-Fi signal. It's on.
Dude, I got
sync up. We're all gonna sync up our brains and shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Bill Gates is gonna be giving me stuff. Stoked. I hope I grow a tail or turn into an X-Man.
I've been waiting because I get my second one on the 19th.
Already?
So I've been,
Shit. Damn, you guys are fast in the States. So you're like, you know what? Fuck you. We're number one.
Yeah, I got that first one. I think I got my first one on the 20th. Yeah, I did. It was the 20th.
Yeah.
And, I was sitting there like it felt like my arm was going to fall off for like 2 hours that day. And I was like, this is going to suck tomorrow. I woke up. I was fine. I was like.
And which one did you get again? Moderna, was it?
The Moderna. Yeah.
I think that's the most interesting thing of all this is how many different brands there are. It's like Nike versus Adidas versus Reebok or some shit, right? Like, here, JB, Jeremiah, you had your shot. How did you do with that? Did you turn into Wolverine? That's what I really want to know.
He was already Wolverine. What are you talking about?
I mean, did you like level up to maximum Wolverine?
I would like to think so. I mean, I definitely have noticed better phone speeds. So that much is definitely.
See, that's definitely related. Definitely.
Yeah. No, anytime I hold the phone, it's like all the upload speeds are insane. I get like a headache right here. I don't know what's going on.
It's nothing.
Unrelated.
It's
just random.
Unrelated. Just whenever you hold the phone specifically.
I just have this random pain that shoots down my neck all the time. I don't know what's from, but.
Sometimes I think I just turn off. I'm not sure, but I'm missing some time in my day. I don't know what it is. See, now that's interesting to me because you're in Germany, Nicole, and I thought Germany was more on top of shit than they are. I thought we were further behind in the thing, but I guess not.
Yeah.
But America killed it. UK and America killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
we're doing all right. With the rollout, thankfully. But
well, you guys used military, didn't you? Didn't you have fucking military help?
Yeah. I have a friend who did I went to a Walgreens, so it wasn't.
That's what I did too.
Okay, yeah. So it was a very civilian vibe, but I had a friend who went up and did the at a big arena situation, and he said it was like insanely organized, like it never stopped moving, and they were just like boom boom boom, they'd line you up and you'd sit in your own row and they just come by and like the one guy would be like confirming you, like I don't know how they did, if they swiped a thing or what, but he'd confirm your identity and the other dude would just come right by and like as he walked by, and it's just like boom. Yeah. So that's how they're hitting the numbers, I guess. It's just moving that quickly. But
that's good. Sitting here, they're doing like a drive-through thing here, and I guess that was going pretty fast. But sometimes you could wait like fucking 4 hours or some shit in your car, which is insane. So I'm happy that we booked, so not having to do that, but just to like a pharmacy or whatever has them. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
I had double checked with my doctor's office that morning, and they were like, "Yeah, but they had the Johnson & Johnson ones," and they're like, "So we can't do them here." But they're like, "Just call Walgreens and go do it." So I booked my appointment for the next day, and they called and they were like, "Hey, do you want to come today?" Yeah, sure. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah, just do it.
Save me.
So how do they decide what brand is right for you? Like this one's strawberry flavored. Do you like strawberries? Like how do they do that?
It's just like
I think it's just
whatever
they were sent.
Yeah, you don't get to choose.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like I kind of didn't want to do the Johnson & Johnson when it first came out because they said it didn't have the same efficacy or whatever, So I was like, man, I wonder if I could like find where they've got like the 2-shot deals, but you just gotta get whatever they're offering. So
What did you get? The Pfizer then?
Pfizer. I'm a Pfi guy. So.
Pfi guy, Wi-Fi. There you go.
Wi-Fi
guy. I think
See,
we're
that's
getting
what maybe the different brands. That's like your different superpowers that you get from the shop.
See, there you go.
I do know that you have to have Verizon with
You have to be on that provider.
I left Verizon, so maybe that's my problem.
Yeah, they might have actually vetted you and been like, "She's Moderna, get her over there."
Get her the fuck over. She's with AT&T.
They're like, "Yeah, we don't want." She left.
Tony
has stock in Moderna.
There you go, Tony. I'm stalking Moderna. Let's go Moderna.
Okay, we can let's kind of let's talk up Moderna. You know, let's kind of build that brand today. I mean,
Yeah,
Yes.
let's build that. I
What's
still
coming up?
cannot fully harness the power of the included. Give it time, JB. One day.
let's see.
Now, see, like if I would have known that, maybe I wouldn't have left Verizon. But I did like. It was really weird because my phone did seem like it was running a little bit faster, and then I was in California for a couple days, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like it killed my phone." Like my phone was dying at like 2:00 every day because the 5G was just like zip right on through, and I'm like, "Oh well." This is not very fun because it's super fast, but I don't have a phone after 2:00 unless I'm carrying my little external charger thing with
Yeah.
me.
Dang.
And I
The
made
trick
that
is you have to
mistake.
just do this.
See, I didn't even think
Charge.
about trying that. I should have stuck it. That would have helped me so much at the ball game
That's a full charge.
because my phone was on like 10% at the ball game, and I was like, well, I guess I better turn this off so I don't, so I can get home.
Can you like select down? Can you go to 4 on a phone? Can you do that?
I don't know. See, that's what I was trying to kind of figure it out, but I couldn't remember like how to do it because it's been so long since I've even had to worry about it.
Sure.
But I was just sitting there like, man, this is pretty fast. But then I turned around and got back like into the land of 4G.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my God. Like it
This is
was
the
taking like
worst.
5 minutes for anything. I restarted my phone and then it was fine. But right when it first, like I turned off airplane mode and it pops up LTE instead of 5G. And it's just like, we're going to take 15 minutes to load this web page for you. And I'm going, fair enough.
Fair enough.
That's cool.
I think I'm like 6 years out from getting a phone that can do that. So I'm just,
Right.
I don't want to know about how good that is. It sounds like
Sounds-
or no.
Well, and see, mine is not even supposed to be 5G capable because it's an 11. And I refused. I was like, I am not buying another phone this year. You can forget it. And they're like, oh, it's 5G capable. No, I don't care. Like, leave me alone. Just give me the phone. Let me go. I'm not
Shut up.
upgrading.
Yeah.
Just stop. And
Stop.
now I'm like, maybe it would have handled it a little bit better if I had, but I'm still not going to do it.
Yeah. A couple years ago, all the bugs will be out, and then we'll have like chips in our foreheads for real. So
Right.
For real. Germany is still Germany. Like, what is happening? My misconceptions of Germany are just being dashed right now. Like, what's
yeah, I
happening?
feel like if Germany doesn't have 5G, they have like better 4G though. You know,
Yeah.
like
Probably.
Yeah, your 4G is like 10G here.
It's got to be more efficient. You know, like I feel like
Probably.
Germans just have it figured out all the time.
It's stern but fair, just like the fine people of Germany.
It's it's got to be something. I don't know. Like, well, and that's also like T-Mobile's 5G is like supposed to be slower than Verizon's 4G or what? I don't know.
Oh wow.
They fail because of the paperwork.
Got it. Well, that's why I'm here. I don't know. if you
Kent
were
says world
earlier.
domination.
Yeah. So, what kind of paperwork do you need help with, Nicole? He's an attorney, not licensed.
I'm an unlicensed attorney, so you can't. I can't be held liable for anything, but I can certainly offer advice and counsel.
Yeah.
If you want to
You
put the paperwork my way, I won't answer the email, but you could do it. What do you think?
JD Eicher LLC. Or no.
JD.
What's the thing?
What about this? JD Eicher JD, right? Juris
JD.
Doctor.
Juris.
Judicial.
Judicial doctor.
There we
That's
go.
what JD stands for. Our own judicial doctor.
The jury doc. You know?
Jury doc.
There you go.
Jury doc Eicher. That's good. I like that. Just don't ask me anything crazy, okay? So I killed the guy, and I whoops.
Well,
I can't give you any real advice, but you should probably get the hell out of there.
First,
Remember?
we're gonna expunge this live stream, and then I'll talk on the phone with you about it. You know.
everybody goes on mute. Okay, now.
For real? Yeah.
So wait, Sarah, you're in the States. Whereabouts?
I'm in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay, cool. So are you Central Time then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right on the state line of Kansas and Oklahoma in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, not 5G territory, probably.
No, we will be the last people to get 5G. That's for sure.
Phone battery's gonna last all day. It's
Oh
good.
yeah, it's been
Forever.
great since I got back. I'm like, "Pfft, we're good. This is awesome.
I got charged shit. Whoops.
It's getting a little low now, but this is about normal.
That's funny. This man. So there's no shows or nothing coming up for you.
Actually, yeah, it's starting to this month. In
good.
fact, I got my first real life gig on Saturday. Well, it's a wedding type of thing, but
Nice.
and then a week or two after that, I start to do some like outdoor kind of normal things, and then as I think into June, there's some like regular gigs. Everything's pretty much outside, but they would be like a gig that you could do in any year. So I'm excited about that. Just like small stuff, wineries and like a few outdoor like brewery type of things and stuff like that. But it's gonna be good to play. I'm been rehearsing with the guys again. Everybody's vaccinated, so we can be in this room and like actually play music again. It's great. So I mean that's everything. I feel like this is like the most hopeful. Even though it's kind of like been a slog at this point. I don't know. You guys feel that way? I feel like finally there really is like.
Yeah.
Hope in the air. People are.
Oh yeah.
It's great. I love that.
Yeah. There is
like
finally.
the concert announcements are starting to come out, and like all the big tours, and like I went to the Padres game Monday night, and like being back in the stadium, and there were people there. I was just like,
cool.
This feels like everything's okay now. Like it just
nice.
It felt like nothing had ever happened. So that was nice.
That's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It has been a hard go though for like fucking almost 2 years. Like Jesus, it's not fucked up. Almost. Well, a year. I guess only a year, not almost 2 years.
We'll pass the mark though. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be close.
Feels like 2 years.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Feels like 10.
Yeah. It does feel like that.
It's like how long has it been since I've seen you guys? What?
Yeah. What happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't mind about it. Like I like the curbside groceries. I like that. That's not bad. I like
the to-go alcohol from all the restaurants. That's been pretty cool.
That's probably decent.
Cool.
Yeah, just shit like that. I don't see a lot of people anyways, so I mean that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
For me. I got some buddies here I'm gonna go see when I get all zapped up, but that's about it.
Nice. Yeah, I think there was that period of time where like it was nice to have time. It was nice to be able to do whatever you wanted. But at some point, you realize like we really don't need all this time.
I've done everything I can now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when it started, I was working for Verizon, oddly enough, and we still had to go to work like through all of it. We're sitting in there like. Anytime somebody would walk in, I'm like, aren't you supposed to be like locked down? Why are you here? Like, what's going on? Like, why are we doing this? But then I switched to working from home, and it was like, I don't go anywhere anyway, so I don't really care. But I don't know. I was still going to work through the worst part of it. And then Oklahoma just went, do whatever you want. And we were like, oh, okay. So everything opened back up, and we were like when I was out there last weekend, everybody was like, it's so nice to be out again. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, they just opened back up. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I think it's going to be a little weird. Like I'm still weird. I'm finally fully vaccinated. I had a friend over to do like a live stream music show the other night, and he's fully vaccinated. So like, we could be normal in the room, but like I was not normal. Like I did not feel normal. Like I wanted to. I like the math, the science is all there. It makes sense. Like totally could be normal. And the whole time I was like, which way is he breathing? That was like going on. I was like, should I open a window? I'm having all these crazy thoughts. Like, like it's gonna be strange when you walk into like a group of people that are like sweating at a show or something. I don't think I'll ever do it with the same.
That's it. There's going to be some stuff. There's going to be some stuff that's kind of like, no, but that's And I could see that too. Like even like any sort of social interaction going forward for me, I'll be like, hey, back up, dude. You know.
Yeah, I was germaphobe anyway, so and I used to bring my own. I still would, I guess. Once the gigs start up, I bring my own microphone, and they, like 2 years ago, I'd show up. The sound tech would be there, and he'd have a microphone up maybe already, and I'd be like, yeah, totally. It'd be like the house mic, which may or may not have been cleaned that
Ever.
year. Oh no! Last month, Randy brought that back, and we wiped everything down with one of the rags from the kitchen. I can't.
When the rag was washed last.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, we did so the reason that developed is we did this show. I was traveling with some other guys doing like a little songwriter round, so we would all be on stage together, kind of like this. It was like kind of chat and play show, and so like everybody would take turns playing, but at this particular venue in Nashville, they had these like time slots every night. So like from 5 to 6, there'd be a round of artists, and then 6 to 7, there's another round. So we were like, I don't know, middle end of the night. So like 5 or 6 people had already like sung into the microphone that I sang into. And then same with, all these mics on stage. So we left that on that tour, we left that night. And then like 3 days later, all of us got the flu, like the worst ever. It was like such a nightmare. And we still had like, 8 dates left or something on the run.
Oh.
So it's such a longer story than that, but it was such a nightmare that now I carry this microphone around with me, and I have to like talk to each sound tech and like watch them be disappointed with me that I'm not going to use their microphone. It's kind of a mix of like, they wanted to use that mic because they know how it sounds, but also like I'm a wuss, it's like both. And I have to like apologize. But now I feel like finally people are going to get me,
Yeah, they'll be like, absolutely.
They're gonna be
whatever
like, yeah,
you
we
need.
totally.
Can you
we
please
understand.
back up? Thank you. Throw the mic at me. Throw it.
So that's, I can't say that it's worth it for that little silver lining, all this, but at least that's one thing that maybe would be positive. On the other hand,
Here, I
Welcome
have
to the germaphobes world, everyone.
Yeah,
I have
here we are.
something that's very, very fitting for that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh God, yes.
Oh,
There
yeah.
it is. That's it.
That's it. That's the mic.
That's not even as bad as it get. I mean, that's like a pretty. That's
pretty
accurate.
decent.
Yeah.
What's that? A Shure SM750?
Yeah. Some 58 probably. Yeah.
58, 57.
Yeah.
That's good. Nice. It's not even that dented or dirty. I've seen worse.
No. I think I got one with a worse dent in it somewhere around here. But,
They still work. They're fine. That's just cosmetic.
that thing had like
Pubes.
and a mix of pubes and mouth skin, kind of like coalescing, and but that's part of the sound. That's part of the sonic, profile of that microphone.
That's what makes
That's
it
right.
sound so awesome.
There you go. Sure.
Jeremiah says nothing like singing into a mic. It smells like liquor, vomit, and ear cheese.
That's where you get the high notes you want is actually from the vomit that's stuck in it. People think it's
very
not the
forgiving.
stinger. There's a lot of it's like sing with a safety net. It's kind of like auto tune or something.
Like a filter. It takes the edge off,
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I think those sound guys are assholes if they won't like just put your mic on because it takes fucking 1 second.
Yeah.
I use this mic, bro. It's like
Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of. But I tell you what, if the opposite is that, and this happens more now. I feel like is that maybe there are more people carrying their own mics or something. But like the last year or two of touring up into this, there were these sound techs that would even ask. They'd be like, "You bring your own mic like that?" before they put a mic up, and so I did kind of exaggerate a little bit because there are some like that. There's some good eggs. I want to shout out to the good sound techs out there because most of them are horrible, but there are a couple that are. Like,
there's a couple of good ones. There's
Most
some
of them
good
are
ones.
unbearable, but
yeah, a lot of them are angry at you, but some of them aren't, and I want to acknowledge them.
Thanks. I've met some good sound techs at our venue up in the city there at the Exchange. Shout out to Byron, John, Justin. Fuck, missing so many Mike Shimko. You guys are the shit. You're always pleasant. You don't give anybody a hard time. They'll do whatever you want. They're like, well, what do you want to do, man?
That's cool.
Could we get more speakers up here? Yeah. Cool.
Jeremiah is saying the gag reflex is a tool. Yeah, definitely. Kind of jolt the pitches out that you need.
Kent says, with sound text, do you have any issues with language?
Oh,
I haven't had anybody. Oh,
I haven't had that. I feel like I've seen in the distance a sound tech off mic using language against me and the band, but not that we could hear it, so it's all polite in a way.
not sign language. I just
We can tell he's swearing. We know it's not us.
I like when like the international touring bands
Yeah.
would come through and you walk past the soundboard. When I was doing security at these shows, you could just hear them just like, what in the fuck? Like, that's insane. And they're just sitting there on there. They have their little console they plug in or put on top of the house console. They can go,
Yeah.
don't talk to me, fuck you.
That is such an interesting, like, I don't know, power dynamic or something like that. When the bands come in and they bring their own sound tech,
Yeah.
then the other sound tech suddenly just
The other sound tech has to be there to make sure that everything's still okay.
right. But it's like, if you don't get along, like if these are two people who are like very particular, hopefully like in a good way, but like they definitely detail people, and then it's like, hey, just get along now. Two of the the wrong. I don't know.
I can't remember what. It doesn't matter, but there's been several instances like that. I'd see where it'd be like our house sound tech like sitting back behind the console watching this guy work and just like, fuck,
Yeah.
shaking his head like this guy's a fucking idiot or whatever, like, stuff like that, or just taking forever. I don't know. That's funny.
Yeah.
They feel demoted, right? Because they're like the stage hands basically at that point. Like, fuck.
And it's their room, I mean,
It's their room. It's like,
it's kind of, I mean, I guess I could relate. I guess if you have like a sound that you're going for that, and you're going to be on the road for a ton of dates, like that kind of makes sense to have somebody who like can get that quickly. But like it really sucks for the person who's
never been there before.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then the one who like knows that room and mixes it every day, and to be like, we actually have someone who's going to do a better job than you in your own home. It's just. I'll never be comfortable with that if we ever are in a place where we are lucky enough to bring somebody with us like that.
Be walking up like, I'm really sorry, but we're gonna have him stand over here with you and just tell you how we really like it.
Yeah,
and then you make that work with what you do.
I know that you know the venue and the room and everything like that, but sorry, this is our guy right here. This is our clerk right here. Thank you.
I remember playing a gig, 10 years ago or something. My parents came out to a lot of the early ones. I mean, they still come out sometimes, but they were there like quite a bit early days. And I remember watching my dad like go up to the sound guy, and I'm sure he was saying like, could you make the voice louder, something like that, and it, all with the right intentions, but
sound guys don't like
so I remember the guy was just like this, and then I saw my dad go back to him again like 2 minutes later, and then what I saw was the tech looked at him, and then my dad just kind of like turned around and went back. Just like, and then returned to his seat. So
that's it. Yeah,
I feel like that sums up a lot of the dynamic.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Well, fuck, man. We're gonna have to bolt out of here now. Sarah's got her live show coming up on SLE in 5 minutes. You can tune in there if you want, you guys. SLEradio.com. This has been JD Eicher. Always a blast.
Thanks for having me. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the chance to come in here and talk about whatever we talked about. It was fun.
I don't even know what we covered, but we covered a lot of it, and I think we
talked
made
about
good
some stuff.
Yeah.
My takeaways are like, vaccine efficacy, Verizon signal amplification for 5G,
Dirty mics.
Tony's working Moderna, and we should be kind of focusing on that as a brand. That's kind of what I got.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's good. That's the cliff notes.
And your children are going to fight.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate that.
He's like, I already blocked that out. What are you doing?
Yeah, I forgot
about that. That's
yeah.
That's that whole part of the brain there. Like,
yeah,
it's gone. It's gone right now.
It'll be gone in 5 minutes. You'll be okay. It'll be fine.
I can't remember anything right now. I'm so tired. So
Yeah.
everything rolls off in a good way. I think in a healthy way.
Yeah, it's fine. You'll look back on these years and not remember much of it, and that's okay.
Right.
That's okay.
That's fine with me.
Thank all you guys for tuning in that joined us and chat it up in the comments. You guys are awesome as always. So I guess we'll see you next week. I don't know what the fuck we're doing next week yet, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll have something.
Let's get JD.
JD, we'll have to have you back sometime once I've got all of this sorted out and I'm not over here going, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll do that.
And we'll be on time then.